Namaskaram. So let's discuss a question from the topic bilateral, regional and global groupings and agreements involving India and or affecting India's interests. Question is analyze the strategic significance of the India Middle East Europe corridor IMEC, especially considering recent geopolitical developments in West Asia. So let's discuss the question. The India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor IMEC is a strategic initiative connecting India, the Middle East, and Europe. The corridor is expected to promote regional stability, counterbalance external influences, and bolster India's strategic interests. So now let's talk about significance of IMEC considering recent development in West Asia. First point, fostering regional stability in the Middle East. The IMEC involves key players like Saudi Arabia, UAE, Israel, India, the USA and the EU, facilitating diplomatic normalization. For example, the participation of Saudi Arabia and Israel together is a sign of warming relations. Second point is balancing external powers in the region. Led by India, the USA and the EU, IMEC provides an alternative to China's Belt and Road Initiatives BRI, promoting a transparent rules-based trade route. For example, the corridor serves as a strategic counter to China's growing presence in the Middle East, as seen through extensive Chinese investments in infrastructure like ports and railways. Third point, strengthening India's geostrategic position. IMEC offers India an alternative route to Europe, bypassing Pakistan and enhancing connectivity with the Middle East and beyond. This strengthens India's trade links without relying on potentially hostile neighbors. For example, IMEC complements India's existing investments such as the Chabahar port in Iran. Fourth point is reviving historic trade routes. For example, the corridor symbolizes a modern revival of ancient trade routes like the spice route, enhancing India's connectivity and projecting its soft power across Eurasia. Fifth point is expanding market access and job creation. IMEC provides India with faster access to Middle Eastern and European markets, promoting trade and creating job opportunities across multiple sectors. For example, India can expand its export market for products like textiles, pharmaceuticals, and technologies. Sixth point, improving trade efficiency and competitiveness. Goods that traditionally took weeks to reach European markets can now be shipped in days. For example, the corridor is projected to cut trade time between India and Europe by 40%. Seventh point, infrastructure development opportunities. IMEC involves the construction of new railways, ports, and logistical hubs, providing India with opportunities to participate in large-scale infrastructure projects, thereby enhancing regional connectivity. For example, India's involvement in developing rail infrastructure in Saudi Arabia and the UAE fosters stronger bilateral ties and economic integration. Eighth point, strengthening regional supply chains. The corridor will enhance regional supply chains, integrating energy networks and economic activities across Asia and Europe. For example, diversify energy routes and reduce dependency on choke points like the Suez Canal. Now let's talk about implementation challenges of IMEC. So the first point is infrastructure gaps and standardization hurdles. Significant portions of the rail route remain incomplete with major segments requiring new construction. For example, out of the 2009-15 km planned rail route, 1095 km remains incomplete. Second one, Chinese influence and regional resistance. For example, China's established presence, especially through strategic investments like the Piraeus port in Greece, poses a competitive challenge. Third point, potential pushback from Egypt. IMEC's bypass of the Suez Canal could reduce Egypt's revenue from transit fees, prompting resistance from Egyptian authorities who may feel economically sidelined. Fourth point, logistics costs and handling complexity. Transshipping cargo between rail and sea routes adds handling costs including terminal and container yard fees, which could increase overall logistics expenses. Fifth point, geopolitical tensions and project sustainability. Ongoing geopolitical tensions could disrupt the corridor's progress. For example, recent flare-ups between Israel and its neighbors. Now let's talk about key steps for successful implementation of IMEC. First point is achieving technical compatibility and standardization. Ensuring uniformity in gauges, train technologies, container sizes, and other technological aspects across participating countries is essential for smooth and efficient operations. Second, managing geopolitical interests and political sensitivities. Balancing the geopolitical priorities of member nations and addressing political sensitivities, particularly regarding Israel, is critical to avoid disruptions and ensure cooperation. Third point, prioritizing environmental sustainability. Mitigating environmental impacts, adhering to sustainable construction practices, and incorporating green technologies are crucial for eco-friendly implementation. Fourth point, ensuring robust security measures. Implementing strong security protocols to protect cargo and infrastructure from threats like theft, piracy, and other security risks is necessary for the corridor's safe operation. So let's conclude the whole discussion. The India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor IMEC presents a strategic opportunity to enhance India's connectivity, economic integration, and influence across key regions. So this is all about this topic. I hope you love this discussion, you enjoy this discussion, and gain some knowledge, some perspective out of it. So keep learning, keep enjoying, keep growing. Namaskaram. Thank you.